There are some who by nature and inclination prefer obscurity to fame, the obscurity of satisfied passion. There are some who have no interest in amassing a fortune, preferring abstinence to ownership. This was the case with many of the prophets. God's peace be upon them, and those who followed their example, ascetics and philosophers. There are some who by nature dislike sensual pleasures and scorn those who seek after them, such as those men we have just mentioned, and who prefer to lose a fortune rather than gain one. Some prefer ignorance to knowledge. In fact, most of the people that you see in the street are like this. These are the objectives of people who have no other aim in life. Nobody in the whole world, from the time of its creation until its end, would deliberately choose anxiety, and would not desire to drive it far away.
Commentary. This passage is describing different people and their preferences in life. It states that some people prefer obscurity over fame and some prefer not to accumulate wealth but instead practice abstinence. Some people dislike sensual pleasures and prefer to lose wealth rather than gain it. Some prefer ignorance over knowledge, and most people in the street fall into this category. The author points out that these are the goals of people who have no other aim in life. The author also mentions that no one in the world would choose anxiety and would not desire to be free from it.
When I had arrived at this great piece of wisdom, when I had discovered this amazing secret, when Allah the Almighty had opened the eyes of my mind, spirit, to see this great pleasure, I began to search for the way which would truly enable me to dispel anxiety, that precious goal desired by every kind of person, whether ignorant or scholarly, good or evil. I found it in one place alone, in the action of turning towards God the Almighty and Powerful, in pious works performed with an eye to eternity. Thus, the only reason that someone chases after riches is to dispel the anguish of poverty. The only reason that someone seeks fame is to dispel the anxiety of seeing someone else outdo him. The only reason that someone chases after pleasures is to dispel the anxiety of missing them. The only reason someone chases after knowledge is to dispel the anxiety of being ignorant about something. People enjoy listening to other people's conversation and gossip only because it dispels the anxiety of being alone and isolated. People eat, drink, make love, wear clothes, play games, build a shelter, mount a horse, go for a walk, only in order to avoid the reverse of all these actions and every other kind of anxiety.